In this video, I'm going to give you a complete rundown about the GoHighLevel platform, how does it function, what are the terms that you should be aware of, how things work, so that if you are getting started now or you're planning to start with GoHighLevel, then this video can be a one-stop solution to give you a complete walkthrough tutorial that you might be looking for so many days. Because I have been getting a lot of questions, queries, and emails from my YouTube subscribers that they want to know about GoHighLevel and probably want to see a complete walkthrough from the agency to the sub account level so that they can have a better idea about the GoHighLevel ins and outs of the platform, because they might have some queries, and I believe this system this tutorial is going to be helpful for you. If you want to know who am I in order to teach you about GoHighLevel, ladies and gentlemen, I am a certified professional by the GoHighLevel team. My name is Pritam Bhadra, and not just that, we have been helping GoHighLevel agencies and businesses in the last 3 years to improve their funnels, website, landing pages, copyright, and also help them get started quickly with the setup process and one-on-one call. If you haven't, you haven't got the chance in order to sign up under us, which is our affiliate link, make sure you do it because that's in the description box. As soon as you sign up, not just you get the opportunity to work with me one-on-one, and I can help you set up the entire account, but apart from that, you also get thousands of dollars of bonuses in terms of funnels, websites, automation, and done for your project. That's going to be amazing, right? So just make sure that you sign up through the link in case you haven't already. Right. So let me quickly get into it. You have to click on log into the app in order to get into it. And then I'm going to show you the interface, the UI, how does it look like? Because GoHighLevel has been changing on a daily basis. I'm not kidding, right? GoHighLevel has this awesome dev team, and they are super responsive and intuitive when it comes to the request by the GoHighLevel by users like us, right? So this is what you see when you come and land on the agency dashboard, right? As you can see here, it says agency dashboard, and that's what you see when you sign up to a new GoHighLevel account. And probably if you sign up under me, you're also going to get some emails from me in order to book the call, to schedule the call, to have some discussions, and so that we can help you set up things under your account. But also we can transform so many of our funnels and websites automation so that can be useful for you in order to get a quick start for your business that others are not getting entirely, right? That's going to be exclusive. But in this video, I'm going to just focus on what you're going to get if you only sign up with the GoHighLevel, right? So once you sign up with GoHighLevel, right, this is a dashboard that you generally see, and this is what we call as agency view. Now, there are two layers or two hierarchy of accounts that you're going to get. One is the agency level, where you have the total control of not only the accounts under you, but the entire agency access. You can consider this as the admin or the main office of your building, and then you have certain compartments or people working in them or small businesses, right? So this is like you own the building, right? And you have an admin office to operate the entire building, and there are multiple blocks inside the building which has multiple different businesses working on their own simultaneously. That's how you can envision it, right? So as you can see here, we are at the agency dashboard. In the agency dashboard, when your Stripe is linked, because here it says about connect your Stripe. So you need to also have your Stripe account, a Stripe business account, in order to connect to it, so that all the processing that can happen through Stripe, basically, right? So what kind of revenue have you generated? What kind of monthly revenue are you currently in? How many customers do you have? Which is how many paid customers do you have? How many new customer you had this month, right? What is the revenue distribution in terms of different kinds of products that you might have created? And what is the growth in the last 6 months? All of that is shown in the agency dashboard, which is pretty amazing to me. Second thing that you're going to get is prospecting tool. And this is something very new by the GoHighLevel team. In this prospecting tool, you can click on this and get started to see that which local businesses are available in order for you to continue and do business. Let me quickly show you how the prospecting tool works so that you can get a first-hand view of how the system works. So when you click on add a prospect, right, that's going to give you a map, right? So you can click your map, you can select which place that you want to go in. But let's say I just want dental clinics, right? Dental clinics near me, right? I want to search that. I will be able to get a lot of these details as to the dental clinics which are near me, right? And not just that, I'm also going to get the details about their GBP, their ratings, right, the conversion rate, the WordPress, all of that, which is pretty amazing because based on these details, I can probably understand about what is the business all doing and how I can help them grow their business. That's probably what you should be doing in terms of the prospecting tool, because that can help you get potential clients. And you can see the conversion rates are not that great, they do not have a site probably, you can take them under your arm and provide these kind of services and these kind of tools and set up processes to make more money with GoHighLevel, which is pretty amazing, right? So let's go back and let's see what comes next. The next thing here is sub accounts, right? So in this, we generally show you the sub account which is under you. So if you remember, I gave you the analogy that you own the entire building and you have an admin office to control everything. But there are chunks and boxes and floors which are being occupied by different businesses, even though they are under your control, but they are have their self-sufficient operations going on. So these sub accounts are those self-sufficient businesses being operating inside your own building. And the agency dashboard or the agency level is that you have that admin access in order to control what's happening inside the entire building, right? That's how this is laid out, and this is we call as sub accounts, right? So entirely the agency level is an account, and then here you have sub account, and you can create multiple sub account by clicking on add a sub account, and you have to add some details about the business and then get started on that, right? I'm not going to go on that because I have a bit different tutorial on this, so I will suggest watch that tutorial, right? And then you have something called as account snapshot. Now, what do you mean by account snapshot, right? So what you can do here is you can click on create a new snapshot, and then basically have a name and then select the account. So if I have to now you must be thinking, what exactly is a snapshot, right? A snapshot, as the name suggests, it takes a snapshot, which is a copy. It makes a duplicate copy of everything that you have in your account, apart from the emails and conversation and the contacts, right? Everything in terms of your calendars, your forms, funnels, websites, in terms of automation, being laid out in terms of emails that you have, in terms of email templates, and all of that. So all of that, all the entire system, it takes a snapshot or it creates a copy and then it saves into this place called a snapshot, and within a click of a link, right, you can get the entire snapshot into a different account, or you can also share with somebody. So that's probably be amazing, because when you sign up under us to create your GoHighLevel account, you're going to get a similar snapshot which has built-in funnels, website automation, calendars, and whatnot, right? That's going to be a Kickstarter for you compared to others who are just starting out with GoHighLevel with nothing in it, right? That's going to be interesting as well. So that's how you create snapshot. You can also import snapshot. So once somebody gives you a snapshot, right, and then you click on it, right, then you can see the imported snapshot, because that is actually being provided by somebody else. And when you click on it, you are basically imported inside your account, and that's when you see that snapshot under imported snapshot. Snare snapshot are basically those which you're sharing it. So you're creating the snapshot in your account, you're adding the snapshot, and once you share it, that's going to become under shared snapshot. And then you have snapshot templates, which are being provided by tons by GoHighLevel. So these are the basic snapshot templates being provided by GoHighLevel. That's pretty amazing as well. But these are on a very basic level, so you can think about that, hey, probably they need to improve on this as well. So that's what happens when you are under account snapshot. I hope that helps. Now it comes to reselling, right? So reselling is where you can actually sell GoHighLevel to your own people, own subscribers, and have absolutely all the profits for it, right? Majorly best when you're doing it at 297, or the best is going to be at 497, because you get all the SaaS features in the reselling unit. So you get basically to rebuild them, right? And you also get to have automatic account creations, which basically means that somebody, when they sign up, you can automatically create these accounts and send them the login details, so that they can have instant access to it and they can sign up into that account instantly, right? But that's only possible into the $497 account. But if you're going to the $297 account, you will still have the unlimited account option, but then you have to do it manually, and you will not have a rebilling option. By rebilling option, I'm meaning that let's say somebody is charged because you need to provide SMS and email features, and they are going to be using them, and based on that, they are going to get charged. So you are going to get charged, right? But you will not have an option to add a markup on this, which basically means that, hey, if I'm using $10 worth of email every single month, then you can only charge me $10. You will not be able to mark it up to, let's say, 15 or $20, right? But in 497, you can have a markup fee, which basically shows you that, hey, if you send one email, this is what is going to cost to them. And then you can add a markup on top of that. So that is going to be the new price that your customers are going to pay. That's only on 497 follows, but it's pretty amazing. If you haven't, thought about getting started on the SaaS level, then you should probably do it. And again, if you already have a GoHighLevel account and you want to sign up under us, you can just do it, and you still get the same resources and advantages from us, right? Let's go ahead and let's discover marketplace. Marketplace is stunning because a lot of developers have been working in order to get a lot of things coming and running. So go marketplace is going to be great in terms of white label app, white label zap, advanced account setup, and all of those. But not a lot of people have been going through to it, but it really depends whether you want to have a look in this or not, right? But I want to show you app marketplace, but that's going to be pretty interesting. Okay. And then you have affiliate portal. So if you want to conduct, you know, in-house affiliate systems, right, where you can see that how many of affiliates are under you and what kind of systems are being run. In that case, you can use this affiliate portal. It's very well designed. It has a nice system, right? A gamification properly is done. So I really like what they have done, the GoHighLevel team, and this is going to be very interesting, since you are going to get more money in a recurring service, right? And then you have template library, which is the default GoHighLevel generic templates. But again, if you want to know more about templates being provided by our team, which is specialized and much more honed into the specialty and to look premium, then you can go here and then see our work here, which is pretty amazing and fantastic as well. It's being utilized by a lot of people, and we are adding multiple templates every single month. So that's going to be a big directory once you watch this video and you want to sign up under us. And because the pricings are very good compared to a custom built project. And not just that, you also have a beta program offer. So pricing are going to change depending on the time that you're watching this video too, right? Cool. Let's proceed further and let's see the partner section. So partner section is when you can not only find a partner, but also if you want something, you can click on this, right? And you can submit a job. So let's say you want to hire a funnel builder, a website builder, a marketer, an automation expert. Depending on your requirement, you can hire somebody, and you can literally post everything here, right? For example, it talks about the name, the last name, the organization, the website, your email ID, right? Your country, your phone number, what kind of industries you are in, right? So everything is being covered here. Not just that, what kind of services do you need? Do you need copywriting services, Facebook ad services, Google ad services, graphic design, high level builds, right? All of that, funnels, all of that is being covered here. Apart from that, you can also write about your description, agree to terms and condition, and then continue forward. And as soon as you put forward these details, this is going to come to an official directory to the certified people. And let me tell you, let me just show this to you, right? So let me just show this to you again. Like when you click on find a partner, you basically go to the official directory landing page, and that has a lot of people who are officially certified by GoHighLevel. And as you can see here, I'm also in there, and we specialize in funnels and website. But just in case you want to hire a specialized team, but that's for the later part when you're already inside a GoHighLevel account and want to have a professional working for you as a team member. That's going to be pretty interesting, right? So that's one of the more amazing thing that came up recently. And then you have university, where you have the basic courses being provided by the GoHighLevel team, and you can add more and more courses as you work along, right? So this is the course being provided by GoHighLevel. As you can see, the course creators playbook. You can click here and watch the library and watch the YouTube videos, and everything is going to come back, right? So this is how this thing works, and you can watch their tutorials which they have provided. Apart from that, we also have SaaS education, but I want to show you the ideas board, right? The ideas board is a place where if you have an idea and you think that can help, go high level, then you can basically go here and add an idea. This is pretty interesting because a lot of these things that you see are ideas that are being submitted by GoHighLevel by folks like you and me, right? If you go to the website section right? You will be able to see that real menu, drop down, text animation, organize web page into folders. All of these are being also provided. Then these are ideas, and these are being upvoted by these people, including me, because I've upvoted on this. And as you can see, this is under review. And things like these, where global styling on website and funnel builder, 603 upvote, these are being planned, right? So that Go High Level is a pretty responsive, a pretty amazing team, because they not only take your feedback but take it very seriously in order to implement it into a functional format and to Go High Level. I have experienced this several times. Sean and everybody in the Go High Level leadership team and the dev team is pretty amazing, and they do pretty amazing job in there as well. So yeah, that's about the partners. Sorry, that's about the ideas map. Then you also have the Go High Level white label app. So you can download the white label app and use it. Not just you, but you can also have your customers use it if you're on the SaaS plan and if you're selling it to a lot of people who wants to use Go High Level or your white label brand, right? So that's also one of the possibility. This is especially helpful for those businesses who are on the go and who wants to check their calls, their notifications, their emails, their SMSs on the go. Especially good for those people who are in the service sector, for example, contractors, for example, plumbers, HVAC industry, home disinfectant industry, roofing businesses. These people, they carry their phone and they can use this app in order to do a lot of things. Then you have something called as app marketplace, which is pretty fantastic. And I'm going to give you a complete rundown of that as well. Okay, so this is the Go High Level app marketplace, where you can see a lot of developers been working at the back end in order to develop applications which you can use to expedite your process in your business, which also integrates, by the way, with Go High Level, and that's why they are here. So, for example, if I have to check a category of, let's say, advertising, and when I click on that, it's going to show me some of the examples here. So, for example, ad launch, Ply, right? Connect to benchmark email, right? PPC reveals. So if I click on Ply, I probably will be able to see about the details. Yes, right. So yeah, they are in the advertising category. The pricing is free. It's a 1.2 version, and here you can see that they have the value proposition of growing agency with your own SaaS product. Turn your Facebook, Google, TikTok, and ad management into more of your AI SaaS tool, right? They have all these apps and everything being mentioned, and they have some reviews as well. But yeah, but that's how you can explore more about the applications. Probably let me just showcase you about analytics and data. You might have some here as well, right? So this is pretty amazing here. So this is the app marketplace inbuilt inside Go High Level, and these are pretty compliant about how you can use within Go High Level to grow your business. So that's pretty amazing. And again, in this video is about the beginners, and I'm going to give you a complete rundown, walkthrough about what's going on, how this is amazing, and how you can, how this can help your business to grow, right? So let's go to the settings part, which is pretty interesting because that's where all the backend things work, and you can get a pretty interesting idea about everything, right? So this has everything related to my profile, company, right? Then you have billing, you have phone integration, you have email services, you have LC premium trigger, conversation AI, affiliates. I'm going to show you all. Right. Okay. So in the settings, you have the first thing that you will have is my profile. In this my profile, you'll have basically your profile because you are the user in this, right? And you can have your name, your email, your phone number, your password, and all of that. That same goes for the company. I'm not going to show that because that has company details. Same good for the team, but I'm going to show you how can you add a team member real quick. So here, as you can see that when I go to team members, then when you click on add a team member, and you will be able to see a UI like this, which is a representation of a form kind of structure where you can add all the details about your team members and they are going to get informed about it. So for example, here if I write I want to add John Doe, right? A classic example of John Doe, right? And then John at johndoe.com, right? And then you can add a phone number or not, that's up to you. You can also add a password, but do note that once you add a password to it, right, or even if you do not add a password to it, they're going to get a confirmation email and they have to log in through it just to make sure that everything is valid on their part as well. Then comes a very important part. You can also add your logo, by the way, right? Then comes the part of user permissions, right? So what happens in user permissions is you can basically restrict people. Now, again, this is at the agency level, right? This is not at the sub account level, but you can have an option to do it. So here, as you can see, you can make them. So let's say you want to add John Doe. then you can show them, hey, do you want John to see the dashboard stats? Do I want John to see the appointments, the work requests, the funnels, conversations, the reviews, memberships, and all of that? You can pretty much restrict them in order to see only one thing. For example, I only want them to see, you know, probably just the opportunities, right? If I want them to see just the opportunities, then I'm going to turn off everything else so that they can only see the opportunities, and that also goes like this, right? The same thing. Okay, that's how you basically control the access of somebody, and then you can make changes based on what you need them to do. For example, if you have somebody who only wants to work with funnels, you can probably turn this on and they can only see the funnels, right? But if you want to have an expert and you want them to see everything, then you probably just turn on everything so that they can see everything. And if that's a trustable person, of course, why not? So you can just turn everything, right? So yeah, that's how it works, right? So it depends on what kind of access that you want to provide them in terms of what they can see in terms of the permission, right? Apart from that, you have something important called as user roles, right? You can create agencies. These are the agency on the account level. If you remember, agency is at the top level, the admin, right? The office, and the account is where actual action is going on, right? You can give them the agency access, which basically means when they log in, they will be able to see the agency dashboard, right? And you can give them admin permission or user permission. Admin can do a lot of things, user will be able to see a lot of things, but won't necessarily be able to do a lot of things, right? Same goes for if you don't want to give them an agency access, but from here itself, you can give them an account access, and then you can make them admin of that particular account or even a user of that particular account. So you have quite a bit of flexibility. And here, add sub accounts, you can add and select which sub account you want to add. And of course, it's going to show the sub account which is already present in your GoHighLevel account, right? So that's pretty much how you can control the access and permissions to particular sub account you, and you can add them into user level, admin level. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. And then once you save it, they are going to get a notification on that hey, you have been added to this sub account or to this agency at this level. You can go ahead and join in, right? That's pretty much how you do in terms of team. Okay, now we're at the billing section. The billing section is pretty straightforward, right? You can go from 97 to 297 to 497. You're gonna get a lot of details here, but I would suggest that hey, when you're paying it, just go through it. This is pretty self-explanatory. There's not going to be an issue. Then you have phone integrations, right? In this phone integrations, you will be able to see the phones, right, and everything. And then you can have something called as email services. In this email services, you can have a SMTP provider, right, which is going to be LC, which is lead connector email system, which is, and you must be thinking, what is lead collector email system? So lead collector email system is an in-house built email marketing system, and that is amazing, by the way, right? And you can use that, you can use this instead of other email marketing system like Mailgun, right? And then it's going to work in synchrony with that. And I have also know that this is going to be better in terms of pricing as well, because they have their own email marketing automation system. But yeah, for delivery, you can use the lead connector email system, which is more preferred, and I also suggest that. And there's also Mailgun. So in order to, so this is for dedicated domain. I'm going to show you that later on. But if you want to add, like let's say add a service, right? So here the SMTP provider can be Mailgun, and then you can provide the API key, the domain, right? All the details further here, and then click on save, right? That's one way to go for it. Or if you want to add a dedicated email domain, now note one thing, right? Once you add dedicated email domain at the agency level, that's going to get also implemented at the sub account level. But also the same feature is being provided at the sub account level. So what happens here is the sub account people, right, who are at the sub account level, they can also add their own they can use the lead connector, or they can add their own Mailgun and all of that systems in order to use it based on their requirements. So that's pretty much sorted out as well. So if you want to have a dedicated email system or dedicated domain, which I always suggest and GoHighLevel suggest as well, so in that case you can click on here, and then you can add your dedicated domain. When you click on this, you can add, let's say, support, right, at PritamBhadra.com. And that's one of the ways of doing it. But then you can add PritamBhadra.com. And when you click on verify, add and verify, it's going to check your DNS records and going to automatically add your DNS record into your Cloudflare account, GoDaddy account, and all of that systems, which is also being supported by GoHighLevel because that's very quick, right? That's one way of looking into it. And not just that, you also have a bunch of options because apart from dedicated domain, you can also have notification sections. You can have a different notification emails as well. So you have a lot of flexibility in that case as well. Then you have location settings, and you can choose which location that you want to. For example, you have different kind of emails there. You also have a risk assessment where you can check based on which is the email, how risky it is, all right? And then you have advanced settings to check which email to go to where, right? So that's also a part of it, which is pretty amazing, right? And then comes LC premium triggers and actions. In this LC premium triggers and actions, then because GoHighLevel has some set of premium triggers and actions like webhooks, ChatGPT, and all of that, and you can actually use it, but you have to make sure that you have enabled all of this here, because once you enabled it, that's when you can use it, right? And then you have conversational AI, right? This is more of you enable conversational AI, because here you can have discussion with kind of a chat GPT structure, and you can have AI do all the conversation specifically for bots. This is going to be pretty interesting as well. And then you have the affiliate section, but based on this, the affiliate portal which I showed it to you is much better, right? You have custom menu links. You can add custom menus if you want, but that's pretty much up to you. Then you can have your Stripe being connected here. So you have to connect your Stripe account. You have API keys, you have compliance, you have the lab section. I want to show you case the labs here. Lab is basically what's being worked upon by the GoHighLevel team, and then you can turn it on, right? But it best suited when you get into your sub account level, and then you can see what happens in lab. So let's say any updated features that are going to come up. Let's say I want to have an updated email system that's going to come up, and GoHighLevel has announced it. Then before implementing directly to everybody, all right, they are going to have it basically in the lab section. You can turn this on to get implemented in your particular sub account, then use it, and then if you have some feedback, you can give it to GoHighLevel team. If not, continue to use it so that you can make the most of it, right? And you have audit logs, which basically shows that how many people or who logged in, what they did, basically to track their recording, the history, and all of that. So that's pretty useful as well, right? So that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do everything, and that's what the features are inside the agency level GoHighLevel account. Now we're going to dive deep into the sub account, and I'm going to show you everything in there. So I'm going to go to the test account real quick so that I can show you everything step by step. Hey everyone, welcome to the sub account level, right? So as soon as you get inside the sub account, right, this is the feature, this is the UI that you're going to see, right? Here, as you can see, first of all, you can see the account name here. That's point number one. Point number two is going to be, you're going to see a bunch of options here, which is the menu bar. You can see the launchpad, the dashboard, conversations, calendar, contacts, opportunities, payments, marketing, automation, sites, membership, reputation, reporting, app marketplace, mobile apps, and settings. Super important. And I'm going to help you go through all of it. First thing is Launchpad. Launchpad is basically to get you quickly started, right? You can have your app being downloaded here. You can have your Google My Business being connected here. You can have your Facebook being connected here to your CRM, right? That also happens with general leads for the website. Web chat also can get connected here. But I'm going to show you all of that other places. Stripe, and also add a member, but do not recommend adding 8 members here because I'm going to show you everything for all of these, right? Let's go step by step and let me show you guys to you. Dashboard is generally the section where you see all your pipelines being working on, what they are, what kind of are, because I do not have a data as of now. But once you see, you'll be able to see the opportunities. You can see the opportunity status, the conversion rate, the funnels, the page stage distribution, the tasks, manual actions, lead sourcing, and all of that, right? Pretty cool, especially when you have filled pipeline. You will be able to see the number of people in the different sections and how they are going through it. So that's kind of pretty cool. Then you have conversations, right? In conversations is like, I will say, this is the most important part, right? Because conversations is like having a to and fro system, right? This is a section that is going to be pretty much open every single time because people are going to get emailing you. And by the way, these conversations get also added not only with SMS, emails, right? And pretty much everything. And that is what is going to be helpful because you're going to be able to communicate everything from one particular location, right? That's pretty much exciting. Right here, you can see conversations. You can have manual action if you want to manually action something. You can have templates. You want to create some templates and add it. Then you can have trigger links and analyze. So when you go to conversations, you can have unread, which basically means this hasn't been read. So you need to click on this to see whether what's the new message is all about. Then you can have recents. In the recents, you will have the recent conversations that you can see here. And then start are the important ones. If you want to start something out, that hey, this is important for me, so I can start it out. And that is here. As you can see here, if I click on this, it's going to go away because I just unmarked it from the starts. And that's probably going to be staying in the recent section here, right? You also can archive it. You can also mark as read. You can also delete this, and you can also add filters in case you have a lot of different things. So that's also one way of doing it. Let's go proceed forward to the calendars. Calendars is a pretty exciting place because once your calendars is being linked and synced, then you will be able to see all your coming calendars, appointments, and everything. All your appointments basically into this calendar setting, right? You also be able to see any kind of appointment that is being currently in your account. So all of that will showcase in here, which is pretty amazing, right? When you click on calendar setting, you basically go at the back end, which I'm going to show you later on. But yeah, before that, let's continue to explore further inside GoHighLevel account. Now we are going to see the contact section, which is again pretty interesting because this is where you have had all of the contacts. So you can see these are a bunch of contacts and you have multiple filtering options. Not just that, I'm also going to show you how can you create a contact. So when you click on this, you can have a new contact name. So I can have John, right? John Doe, and have John at johndoe.com, right? And then you can select their phone number, home, work, mobile, landline, add those numbers, lead type. So it can be lead customers, right? Depending on what's the current scenario. You can also add their time zones, what their time zones are currently. You can also add them whether you don't want to call them like DND or don't call SMS, and you can then save it. That's also one way of doing it, right? Then I'll take you to the opportunities. Opportunities are basically, uh, you will be able to see the entire structure of your business, that which all leads or which all customers are under which section, right? In order to get something like this, you have to create pipelines. So here I will be able to showcase you that when you click on this, you will be able to see pipelines, right? Let me just quickly refresh this so that I can be able to show you the cool. So I just refreshed it and we're back, right? So here you can see there's one pipeline created, but you can click on create a new pipeline and you will be able to name a pipeline, let's say test pipeline, right? And then you can add a name. So right, I can add a lead, add a stage, then I can add hot lead, add a stage, then I can add customers, a payment done, and you can add upsell, I can add no show, right? Like this, I can add everything, and this is going to showcase to me in terms of columns. And once every contact goes through this, it's going to get populated directly into it. And this is something similar to is going to be showcasing into the dashboard as well. So you saw all those charts being empty. This is where the charts get created. Okay. And here you can make it visible on the funnel chart, which is what I was saying, and also the pie chart, which is the circle ones, right? You can also turn them off if you don't want to showcase on the dashboard, but they're still going to be here. So if you want to turn them off, you can turn them off. Then these are not going to be showcased in your chart, in your funnel chart, but still this is going to be there in the pipeline because you've created them. I'm going to keep all of them on, and then I'm going to click on save. So once I click on save, as you can see here, if I have to just refresh it, yeah, test pipeline is created. If I go to opportunity, then I will be able to have that option. So you can click on this. I have test pipeline. As you can see here, now I have test pipeline. I can add as lead, hot lead, payment, upsell, no show, all of that is done. Then I have payment option, right? In this payments is basically for the payments that you are taking, right? So pretty straightforward. You can create multiple invoices here, new invoice or new recurring template. You can also do that. Documents and contracts, you can create documents and contracts here. You can check out the orders which are being currently in sales, abandoned orders, checkouts orders. You can also check the subscription which is currently being continuously going on. So that's also you can check. You can also check the payments link which you have created. So this was not new or not earlier. Now you can create a payment link which is going to be directly connected to your Stripe account. So that's pretty amazing, right? I'll just go back here. Then you have transaction, and you will be able to see all the transaction that has happened in your account. You will be able to see products. Like, this is very important because you can create multiple products here, and these products can now then be set up under your account, which is your GoHighLevel funnels and websites, right? You have to add your product name, your product description, any kind of media or the product image that you might have, product collection, right? You can add that in case you have it, right? Then you can add the charge. If you want to add taxes on that, that's also added. Additional option, enter statement description, you can add that as well. You can also mention whether it's one time or recurring and how much is going to be the pricing. There's a different um, pricing tab, so you can have different currencies being picked up here. That's there in comparison pricing as well. So all of those variations are here, which is pretty amazing, right? I'll just go back here. I'll just also show you some coupons in there, because GoHive also allows you to add coupons. So if you have a coupon, then people can actually apply it and then get a discount for you. And then you have settings, right? As well as you will have integration, which is pretty important because you can add your Stripe account through here. And you have multiple options of Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, and NMI, right? Now let's go to the marketing section, which is again pretty interesting because here you will find a social planner. Social planner, you can connect with your Google business page, Instagram business account, Google My Business, your LinkedIn business page, your X profile, which is also your Twitter, and then also your TikTok, right? And then you can schedule them, and they are going to work like any other social media content scheduling platform, right? You also have something called as email, so you can create campaigns and templates. So these campaigns are going to go from here. So that's also a possibility here, so that you can go, can take everything and then use it. Also, you can create templates here. The way I have create templates, and you can also create new templates by clicking here, create a new existing template or a blank template, and you can use them as well. Then you have template snippets, right? So this is where you can create template snippets. That's up to you. Then you can have trigger links, again, links and analyze. You can have affiliate manager, campaign affiliate payout, and all of that is also covered here, right? Then let's go to automations. Automation is pretty interesting because here you can have, do a lot of the details. I'm just going to show you here. Then what exactly are you getting in terms of automations, right? So automation has triggers and has consequences. And by consequences, I mean the flow that you have created. So email, opportunity, waiting time, internal notification, all of that is being worked upon. It has a pretty in-depth setting and is probably one of the best. I believe this is also better than active campaign. So you have settings, allow re-entry, stop and pause, right? Of course, this is not going to be a detailed tutorial about automations, right? But I'm going to create an A to Z tutorial about automations as well. So make sure you watch out that. You have enrollment history, so that you can see that what kind of people have signed up for it, and then execution log to check all the execution being worked upon. So that's pretty interesting here, right? So now I'm going to go to sites, right? So here you have a bunch of things, right? This is my specialized area. I really like it. So here you can create funnels, right? You can create websites. You must have seen me doing a lot of work in this space because I've been creating a lot of funnels and websites for our clients, top-notch websites. You can also create blogs, right? So they also have this new feature of blogs, and they have enhanced it a lot, so you can use that as well. You can also add, WordPress dashboard. You can have client portal, which basically means that, hey, sorry, this is still the blog content that got loaded. You can create blog and then add this with a widget into your GoHighLevel account. So that's pretty amazing as well, right? But this has to be a separate section, which is blogs here. For WordPress, you can have a dashboard here, which basically means you can create your WordPress hosting to your GoHighLevel hosting, and you can charge for it, which is pretty amazing because as you can see here, seamless WP hosting, right? So pretty interesting out there. Then you have something called as client portal. Now the client portal is pretty interesting because GoHighLevel is taking the concept of communities, people, courses. They're going to put all of that into client portal. A client portal is going to be an individual link that someone is going to get, and they can access the communities, which is like Facebook groups. They can use it for learning, which is courses, and they can have a pretty good area in that. So this is a new feature that's come up with Go High Level, and I think this is going to be transformational. Of course, then you have forms. You can analyze, build, and you can check the submissions. I build a lot of forms in my YouTube channel, so make sure you watch them because that's going to be pretty amazing. Then you have surveys, right? So we create surveys. We teach you how to create surveys in depth. So make sure you go through all of that as well. And then you have something very interesting, which is chat widget. You can have this as a manual chat widget. So anybody who opts in, you can use that as a lead magnet. Or you can also have AI enabled chat, which is amazing because then the bot is going to discuss and, as you can see here, SMS or email chat, and then you have the live chat. Live chat, it is a real-time two-way conversational on a chat widget, right? Which is amazing, right? So that's also you can do. Okay. Then you have media. Media is basically where you add all the media details, which is your images, videos, and all of that, right? And then you have the URL redirect, so that you want to redirect people. That's also possible there, right? But it almost always takes you to the settings, so I'm going to take that as well. But then you have memberships. Now, memberships is about courses, right? So you can create courses in there, and then you can host these courses, unlimited courses inside Go High Level, which is pretty amazing. So you can have a lot of courses. You can also direct how many people you can join in. As you can see, there is none because I've not created any kind of courses. You can also track the sales, checkout, and everything inside the membership area. You can also create communities, which I also mentioned earlier, which is kind of groups. So this is a pretty amazing area as well because you can also, because Go High Level is focusing this a lot, and Go High Level is going to make this very comparable or even better than school. And then you can do is certificates. Certificates is about getting auto certified. So the certificates can be issued to people who complete your courses. So that's a plus one here as well. Then you have reputation, which is basically showcasing that, hey, how many reviews you have got. So let me load that up as well. Cool. So this just shows how many reviews you have received, right? As of now, right? How many reviews received? What is the sentiment of people? Are they liking it? They're not liking it? What is their rating? Whether they want 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars? This is going to give you a better comparison as to what is your current status, and you can also do review management for a lot of businesses because hey, a lot of businesses do not have a lot of reviews in the Google My Business, and they need it. So you probably want to have that as well. And then you can also request reviews from people, right? So you can check reviews here. You can also have widgets for that because you can take these widgets and directly apply it on your Go High Level website and funnel builder. But let me get you one thing. You need to get your account, Google My Business account, being connected to this. So that needs to be added here as well. And then you have reporting, which basically is for reporting and stats. You can check your Google ads, Facebook ads, attribution, call reporting, appointment reports, and all of that. And you can add these kind of details into your accounts, so which is amazing as well. And then you have app marketplace and mobile app, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'll quickly go to the settings section because I want to show you everything inside for the settings part, right? So here, as you know, this is going to be a business profile, right? And you need to add your business details here, which is going to be the name, emails, details, where it is located, time frame, and all of that. Then comes your profile, wherein you're going to see about your profile. So this is pretty important because you're going to add your timing, your Google My, whether you want to have a Google Meet, you want to have your Zoom Connect, you want to have it custom, you want to have it on phone. That's pretty much up to you. You can also check your time zones here. So which time zone you want to have set for yourself. Now this is your profile, right? This is not going to get implemented for others. Other needs to come in and they're going to set their own profiles because this is like creating their own account inside it. So the own profile needs to be there. And then you have available hours so that all the calendars and everything can get properly synced in. So you can have based on your business timings. So not only the date but also timings can be set up like this. And then you can also add your primary accounts in order to sync it with your Go High Level calendar. Then you can also have your company billing, right? This is where people will be able to find out about it. So let's say I am a sub account under this agency account. Then this is where my cards are going to be and the details are going to be. And I'm going to be shown which plan I'm under in case they have multiple plans and everything, right? And then you have my staff option. Again, my staff is where you can have multiple staff. And then when you click on add an employee, you can do the same process to add employees. But again, for this, is only going to be under this configuration, which is sub account. So you can only add employees under your sub account. Then you have pipelines. If you remember, pipelines we just created. Then you have calendars, super important. You can create custom calendars from here. So I'm also going to create a detailed video regarding calendars so that you can also learn and watch from it. So you can also create calendar groups. So if you want to merge multiple calendars into a group, then you can basically share the group link and people are going to see the set of calendars and then they're going to click on it and then you can see if that's suitable for them, they're going to proceed forward with it, right? So you're going to click on create calendar and then it's going to give you multiple options because if I remember, almost a year ago, you did not have a lot of options there. But now you have multiple options for people to choose from because of different use cases. And this only happened because GoHighLevel listens to the customers. Again, if you are new to it and haven't started, consider joining the GoHighLevel through our link so that we can not only help you, consult you, set up things for you, but also you get our free resources to get ahead compared from other people who are using GoHighLevel. So you have services calendar, you have simple calendar, you have round robin, you have class booking, and you have collecting booking, right? So I generally like to use a round robin because round robin is good for sales teams. Not just that, it also helps you create dynamic links. So dynamic meeting links. So I really like that as well. So that's pretty much it. But I'll also suggest you to watch a detailed tutorial about these kind of calendars because I'm going to walk you through every single thing step by step. Then you have conversational AI, which is one-on-one discussion kind of thing. And of course, you have to enable it, which is going to be at the agency level. So make sure you have enabled it and you have to pay for it extra as well. So keep that in mind if you want to do so. And then you have email services. If you remember, I told you that, hey, you can add emails directly into your sub accounts and you do not have to use or might not have to use anything that is provided at the agency level. Same goes for the agency. Agency can also add their own, or they can use what GoHighLevel is providing them. So if you see here, the default one is this msgsndr.com. Now this is being provided by GoHighLevel. But if you want to add your own, you can just click on dedicated domain and then you can follow the same process in order to add a dedicated domain to it, right? So that's pretty much it. But if you want to add something else, let's say you want to add a mailgun, right, for as your SMTP, then you can click on add a service and then it's going to give you options like SendGrid or the Yahoo and all of that. But that's also possible. Then it comes to phone numbers. Phone numbers is when you can buy phone numbers and also make sure that you have to get them A2P verified. That's important and crucial. So this is how the dashboard of phone numbers look. When you click on add a phone number, so you can just click on add phone number. Here you will be able to see, so you can select based on country and then also you can check based on the location, the address and all of that and how much is going to cost. So this number is for Los Altos, California, and it's going to be $1.15. You can also see there's some numbers here are going to be for $2.15, but they are toll-free numbers. So they're going to cost almost double compared to these local numbers, which is here New York, CA, New York, and all of that, Atlanta, and all of that, right? So once you, let's say I want to click on this, and then I want to proceed to buy, it's going to charge you $1.15. And then you have to go to the A2P verification, which is nothing but a compliance process to make sure that your company is compliant in order to sell, in order to send this kind of SMS notifications to your clients, right? Then again, you have something called as reputation management, which you have probably seen already. So this is for review management. All your reviews and everything, your email requests and everything get sent from here to your customers as well as for your SMSs, right? And then you have your custom fields. Custom fields is basically you can turn any link into okay, so this is for basically for forms and surveys, right? You can create these kind of unique links and then you can add it directly into your account, right? So this key, which is a unique key, represent these names, right? That's one way. And then you have custom values where you can add any link to a value. So any kind of content can be added to a value. So as you can see here, the value is this link, but this is now added as a key. So when you copy this key, as you can take copy it and then you add it somewhere, this is going to be the result. And when you add this to a funnel, website, email, SMS, this is going to be nothing but this link, right? So you can add this a several bunch options everywhere, and then just change the value here. Once you change the value, every place which has this key is going to automatically get changed. That's the system of custom values, and that's how it works. Then you have managed scoring. You have something called as domain, which is pretty important because you're going to add all your domains in GoHighLevel. So again, if you have not seen, I have already showed you how to add multiple domains inside GoHighLevel, so you must be watching that. Then you have the media section. Again, if you remember it, you can add graphics, or sorry, which is it is images, PNGs, SVGs, videos, all of it in here. You can have a URL redirect, right? You can redirect particular URLs. You can have integrations. You can have your conversational providers, right? You can have your tags. You can have something called as labs. I want to showcase that because if you remember, I was not able to showcase you because not pretty much in there because it's going to be more in the sub account. So when you go into sub accounts, you can see here new bulk architecture is default on. Also turn this on and off, and then you will be able to say it. And you also see that it's going to be live in 10 days. It's going to be live in 20 days. It's going to be live in 15 days. So this is the countdown that's going to happen, right? And but even before that, you can show it, you can use it by enabling it, and that's going to be amazing for you. And then you have audit logs, which just shows how many people logged in, logged out, right? So that's pretty much it about GoHighLevel, ladies and gentlemen, right? I hope that this was helpful for you because it's already been 15 minutes of me explaining you everything from the agency to sub account level, so that if you're a beginner, you can have a clear idea about GoHighLevel, right? Again, if you want to work with us directly, then feel free to reach out to us. If you want to sign up to our affiliate link, the link is in the description. That's going to be pretty helpful for you because then we are going to reach out to you to set up a one-on-one consult call. Plus, we'll also help you set up process in case you have any queries. Plus, you're also going to get our funnels, website automations, and all of that as a snapshot, which you can add it into your account. And that also going to help you kickstart your GoHighLevel journey compared to others, right? So yeah, that's pretty much about the GoHighLevel for beginners. I hope this was helpful for you. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel.